Good evening everyone, Ads here from Unity Trading Group. Welcome to the Wednesday update. Of course, before we begin, tap the like button, tap the subscribe button, and of course tick the little bell to stay updated on all of our future content that's coming up soon. I'd like to start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we have been observing over the past couple of days. We've just been moving to the right hand side, however, just ping-ponging between the area of resistance that we identified a couple of days ago and of course our 38.2 at 56,376. So the fibs are drawn from swing low to swing high. Always draw from left to right in terms of the price action. You want to look at future price action, so we're drawing from left to right. Of course, we've been stuck at a crossroads or an inroads with BTC. We're really just moving within that range. So if we identify the range, it's between 59.5 and of course our 38.2, like I just mentioned. It occurs to me that we possibly could be heading back to the 38.2 and of course our level of demand here, but it seems to me like we're getting a little bit more of a run on the altcoins, and we are looking like we are staying very stable for BTC. It's going to be stable till it's not. Let's be honest with you. Well, I'll be honest with everybody. I can sit here and say we're going to be stable for, a considerable amount of time. But in any case, or in general, we're looking like we could possibly move towards the 38.2 and hopefully our level of demand at 59 or 56k pretty much. And I've been saying that for the past couple of days. You can go back and check out our previous videos to see what we thought yesterday as well. But I'm not going to spend too much more time on BTC. We all know the spiel that I've been talking about the last couple of days, 38.2. If not, we'll be retesting our top level of liquidity at 59.5. Next one I have a look at is the BTC Dominance chart. We've been looking at this for quite some time as well. It's been slipping quite considerably. If we're looking on the daily time frame, we are getting very close to being considerably oversold. And I really want to point out a couple of things that I said yesterday. So, yesterday I did identify this level of supply for our level or our BTC Dominance chart, which is around that 58.5. So we are seeing the fruits of a little bit of a bounce here, and that's playing out nicely with our level here in terms of steamroller, our oversold condition, and we are moving towards the top of band or the 50 RSI for our UTG, the RSI, the UTG RSI indicator, which we'll be giving away. It's going to be completely free, so join the Discord with the link down below, and you'll find out how to do that, and hopefully the next couple of days when we get a chance. But if I'm looking at the BTC Dominance chart, I'll be looking towards that level there. Let's have a look at a level of fibs first. So I've drawn in the Fibonacci, and of course we've had our bounce off the 38.2. So fibs works really well when you obviously draw them from left to right. Again, revisiting that, but in times of trends, you're looking at the 38.2 being the most relevant level for a continuation. So if we are to say this is our level of support at 56.23, the 38.2 is going to be that lower high scenario where we come up, make a lower high, and then continue to the downside, making lower lows and lower highs on the way down. So if that's anything to go by, we could expect the dominance to continue to the downside based on this. Or if we get a little bit more of a run, it'll be the 50 and 61 that I'm more interested in the immediate term. Obviously looking at the 78.6 or the 58.5 level of supply that I've got outlined. But the 38.2, the 50 and the 61 are very, very important currently. And this is based on just this tiny swing. It is a very crappy, should I say, pivot point that I've got there, but it does exist. So I'm drawing it from that, and that's the area that I'm looking towards. So we'll see how this goes over the next couple of days as well. Moving on, ETH USD. So Ethereum, where have we gone? We haven't really visited much price action since we spoke last. We've really been, going in the vicinity of this, this $2,000 2050 area for ETH, and we have revisited that level of demand currently at the 23.6, which is $2,000, or even 2050 for Ethereum. Nothing much more to say, to be honest. We're looking for a break either side of those levels. Are we going to break to the upside? Are we going to break 2144? Or are we going to break to the downside and retest our 38.2? One thing I haven't looked at this evening is Gravy Train. If you want to find out more about Gravy Train, you can down below in the description. But it coincides nicely with the 23.6 and of course that $2,000 area for Ethereum. So something that I'm looking towards for ETH as well. Moving on, XRP USD. I'm glad I got Gravy Train up on this one, because it has been respected quite nicely at the 61.8, and that's a 61.8 extension. So if I'm to just take Gravy Train off just for a moment, draw in our Fibonacci, we can see that we've been respected on the 38.2. Not surprising. Of course, we do get respected on these levels if we're going to expect more upside, but it looks very nice. It looks very nice that we've had a Gravy Train cloud be respected on the top there. So that gives me a little bit of confidence that we could possibly be revisiting that $10, $5 area. Up the top here, we've got rejected. So that'll be a nice retest and of course a recharge for these indicators, especially the RSI and the CCI, to give us more of an edge to the upside if we're going to see that from XRP. If we do come down though, 50, 61 is the areas that I'm looking towards, 84 and 77 for XRP to continue that trend to the downside if we're to see it. But currently, an hour and 41 minutes to go, and we are looking like we're going to close above the 38.2. So that's a nice little bounce or little pullback for XRP for those who were watching it. Last but not least, the DXY. DXY is something that we look at quite often here at UTG. It's a regulated market, so this is not financial advice, just ideas and opinions of us at UTG. But we have observed Gravy Train move into the red structure now. That gives us a bearish cross and of course a cross down to give you an alert function there, of course, but we are moving down underneath the 61. And of course, if I'm looking further to the downside for the DXY, we're looking at 91.92. And that's the most relevant level in my opinion. We've got a significant pivot point at that level. And of course, that candle there that you can just see on your chart, if I'm to highlight it, that one there forms a very perfect zone in terms of size for the DXY to come down and retest. And we are looking like we are bearish in terms of RSI now, looking where we're at. Not surprising if we get a bit of a bounce here, of course. Steamroller is giving us the oversold condition, but in the longer time frames, so leading up to Friday and Saturday night Melbourne time, I'll be looking down towards that 92 or even 91.90 for DXY. But that really concludes our update for this evening. Thank you all for joining me. I'm Ads from UTG. Please join the Discord down below. You can continue the discussion there. We do have a fantastic community of traders that talk every single day. So hopefully there's something in there that will interest you. Like I said, I'm Ads from UTG and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.